High on a lonely mountain, far away from the noise of the world, Jesus took with him 3 of his closest friends, Peter, James, and John. They had followed him through crowds, storms, and miracles. But that day they were about to witness something beyond their imagination. As they climbed, the air grew thin, and silence wrapped around them. Then suddenly, right before their eyes, Jesus was transfigured. His face shone like the sun, brighter than any light they had ever seen. His clothes became as white as lightning, pure, radiant, and blinding in glory. And then something even more astonishing happened. Moses and Elijah, the great prophets of old, appeared and began talking with him. These were the men who had spoken to God on mountains long before, and now they were standing with the Son of God himself. It was as though time had folded in on itself, and heaven had come down to earth. Peter, overwhelmed by the moment, blurted out, "Lord, it is good for us to be here. If you wish, let us make 3 shelters, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." He didn't fully understand what he was saying. He just knew he was standing in a holy place and wanted to hold on to it forever. But before Peter could finish, a bright cloud, the glory of God himself, covered them. The mountain trembled with divine presence, and from within that cloud, a voice spoke, the same voice that once thundered over Sinai,
"This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him."
The sound of that voice was too much to bear. The disciples fell face down, trembling in fear, their hearts pounding as heaven's majesty filled the air. But then, Jesus came close. He reached out and touched them gently. "Rise," he said softly. "Do not be afraid." And when they looked up, Moses was gone. Elijah was gone. The cloud had vanished. There was no bright light, no trembling earth, only Jesus, standing there calm and kind. The message was clear. Everything points to him. The law of Moses, the prophecies of Elijah, the voice of the Father, all directing us to one truth. Jesus is the Son of God, the one we must listen to. So when your faith feels dim, when life feels confusing and uncertain, remember this mountain. Remember that the same Jesus who shone in glory also walks with you in gentleness. He doesn't just reveal God's power, he reveals God's heart. If this message challenged or encouraged you, share it with someone who needs to be reminded that Jesus is both mighty and merciful. And drop, "Lord, open my eyes to see your glory below" if you're ready to follow his voice above all others. Thank you for watching. The Lord bless you. Amen.